Have you ever felt the crushing weight of being misunderstood, standing at your kitchen counter at 2 a.m., wondering if integrity is worth the cost? Sarah, a single mother in Denver, felt this exact ache when her coworkers questioned her refusal to falsify reports that could have saved her job. David in Atlanta experienced it when his family mocked his decision to tithe, despite mounting bills. Maria in Phoenix knew it intimately when neighbors gossiped about her faith after she chose forgiveness over revenge. These modern hearts echo the ancient cry of King David in Psalm 17. Hear the right, O Lord. Attend unto my cry. In that desperate plea lies a truth that transforms every sleepless night and anxious morning. God doesn't just hear the righteous. He leans in close, his ear pressed to your whispered prayers like a loving father consoling his child. When David declared, "Thou hast proved mine heart, thou hast tried me and shalt find nothing," he wasn't claiming perfection. He was declaring something far more powerful. God sees past our failures to our sincere desire to please him. Like a master jeweler examining a diamond, God looks beyond the surface scratches to see the precious gem he's creating in you. This is where prayer stops being religious routine and becomes your spiritual lifeline. Picture James, a construction worker facing temptation to cut corners on a church project. In that moment of testing, prayer isn't his last resort. It's his first weapon. God's word becomes more than ancient text. It transforms into his GPS through moral quicksand, a lamp unto thy feet and a light unto thy path. The most breathtaking image David paints is of divine protection. Keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. Imagine that for a moment. You struggling with that impossible teenager, battling that relentless diagnosis, facing that mountain of debt, are so precious to God that he guards you like the most delicate part of his eye. When the eagle spreads its massive wings over its young, creating an impenetrable fortress, that's your reality in God's embrace. This isn't poetic metaphor. It's your daily experience when you choose to see it. Lisa, a nurse working double shifts during her husband's unemployment, discovered this truth during her darkest hour. Beneath God's wings, her exhaustion didn't disappear, but it lost its power to destroy her joy. Her bills didn't vanish, but they shrank in the light of his provision. Her marriage didn't immediately heal, but hope began growing in the soil of surrender. David's enemies prowled like lions, setting traps and speaking proudly of their achievements. Your predators wear different faces. The depression that whispers lies at 3 a.m., the financial pressure that steals your sleep, the broken relationship that haunts your dreams, the illness that tests every fiber of your faith. But watch this. The same God who delivered David from Goliath stands ready to slay your giants today. In our information-saturated world, David's prayer for discernment becomes urgent survival wisdom. When social media amplifies every opinion and news cycles breed confusion, you desperately need divine filters. God doesn't just protect your body. He guards your mind from toxic thoughts, your heart from poisonous bitterness, your spirit from the lies that would steal your peace. Here's what separates believers from the world's frantic chase. While others pursue temporary highs and Instagram-worthy moments, your soul finds satisfaction in something infinitely deeper. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. This isn't about waiting for heaven. It's about discovering divine satisfaction in Tuesday's mundane moments and Friday's overwhelming deadlines. Watch what happens when you pray with David's raw honesty. Michael, a businessman facing bankruptcy, experienced it firsthand. His circumstances remained unchanged for months, but his perspective revolutionized overnight. Burdens that once crushed him became manageable when placed in God's capable hands. Fears that paralyzed him transformed into stepping stones of faith. Loneliness dissolved in the warmth of divine presence. Prayer becomes your secret weapon, not just talking to God, but positioning your heart to receive His supernatural peace, wisdom, and strength. It's choosing to believe that the same God who calls every star by name knows your deepest need before you speak it. It's daring to trust that resurrection power flows through your ordinary Wednesday struggles. The world offers you countless counterfeits: retail therapy for emptiness, social media validation for insecurity, busyness for purposelessness. But you have access to something infinitely better. You have a hiding place where anxiety cannot reach, a fortress where fear cannot penetrate, a sanctuary where love reigns supreme. So today, whether you're Rachel fighting cancer in Phoenix, Tom struggling with addiction in Chicago, or Jennifer raising special needs children in Nashville, remember this bedrock truth: you are seen, heard, and fiercely loved by the Creator of the universe. Your midnight tears don't go unnoticed. Your whispered prayers don't fall on deaf ears. Your faithful choices don't go unrewarded. Take refuge under His wings right now. Let His love be your hiding place this very moment. Allow His truth to guide your next decision. Rest in the unshakable confidence that comes from belonging to the God who never fails, never abandons, and never stops fighting for His children. In Him you don't just survive, you thrive. In Him you don't just cope, you conquer. In Him you discover that the peace you've been searching for in 1,000 places has been waiting in His presence all along. This isn't just David's prayer. It's your invitation to the abundant life God has prepared specifically for you.